total sham. CNN's Jennings tortures New York officials for playing partisan politics with Trump case. They know they need to throw this stupid case out. This is all partisan politics, just like Jennings said. It's ridiculous. They doing everything. Man, fit this man from walking into the White House and doing the bidding of the American people. They trying to stop him on and he keeps winning though. That's the thing. He keeps winning. They know this is not going to hold up. So what's the point of this sentencing? But we're going to talk about it. We're going to play the clip and hear Scott Jennings' take on it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account. So follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the Daily Caller, and they report that CNN Scott Jennings ripped into New York officials Friday over President-elect Donald Trump's case, calling them out for partisan politics. New York Judge Juan Merchan released a filing Friday evening ordering Trump to be sentenced 10 days before his inauguration on January 10th. That is just ridiculous. Why would he do that? Merchant indicated Trump will not serve time in jail. So what is the point of the sentencing then? What is the point of this? On CNN's Aaron Burnett out front, Burnett asked Jennings if Trump should do anything about the conviction if there will be no actual punishment. So let's just get to the clip here. Here we go.
Scott Jennings, and appreciate both of you. So, Scott, what do you think of that? 10 days sentencing before the inauguration, but as the judge is making it pretty clear, it's a sentencing that isn't a sentencing. There's no fine, no nothing, 34 convictions, and yet most likely to be no actual punishment for it. So, should Trump do anything about it?
Well, I guess he could show up and continue to show what this case was all about in the first place.
Yeah.
And that is, it was for a political talking point. This case should have never been brought. It was brought by a partisan prosecutor. If Donald Trump weren't Donald Trump and he weren't running for president, this case would never have been charged with felonies this way. It's complete and total sham. It's a kangaroo court. Of course he's not going to be punished for it, because the only reason they ever did it was so they could try to call him a convicted felon during the election, which they, of course, did. And then the American people soundly rejected this naked partisan politics. If you're watching New York City news right now, you got people being burned on the subway, folks running around with all kinds of violence in their past and not in jail, and the criminal justice system is being used on Donald Trump. Take a hard look at who you're electing. It's Alvin Bragg and this judge. These are the kinds of people, and their priorities are totally misplaced.
All right, Mondo, I know you would agree with very little, if anything, of what he just said. But on the fundamental point.
Of course, he wouldn't agree, but everything he said was absolutely accurate. It was all facts. In May, a Manhattan jury found Trump guilty of all 34 felony counts brought forward by Manhattan Democratic District Attorney Alvin Bragg, who said Trump allegedly falsified business records over a non-disclosure payment to porn star Stormy Daniels following the 2016 election. Throughout Trump's trial, some have wondered whether President Joe Biden had a hand in Bragg's case against Trump. I'm sure he did. Matthew Colangelo, who was seen at Bragg's press conference following the verdict and who joined the Manhattan District Attorney's team in December 2022, previously worked for Biden as acting Associate Attorney General. Coincidence? Huh? He also spent 2 years in Biden's Department of Justice. Federal Election Commission records from 2018 show Colangelo, however you pronounce his name, received thousands of dollars from the Democratic National Committee for, quote, political consulting. Was this a payoff? However, by December 2022, Colangelo joined the Manhattan District Attorney's Office as senior counsel, leading the probe into the Trump Foundation, which resulted in its dissolution before working on Trump's falsified records case. They've been plotting and plotting and plotting to try to get this man. Trump's original sentencing was set for July 11th. However, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled on his presidential immunity case, triggering a delay in the date, which was indefinitely delayed following his presidential win in November. So, what is the point of the sentencing for? Like, I don't understand that. So, Trump is not required to appear in court in person. Merchant wrote that the former president may attend virtually, but I'll definitely be covering this to find out the outcome of this, because what is that exactly is Judge Merchant doing by setting a date for January 10th, 10 days before inauguration, if you're not going to sentence him to do any time? So what is the point of this? But y'all let me know what y'all think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.